Good day, good day, good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and this is Morning Sip. And Morning Sip stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because, let me sit back. Practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. So, my passion is to support people in transforming their lives. My mission is to give inspiration through spiritual life coaching, preaching, and teaching that ignites the divine spark within you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. So, if you need support, you can reach out to me. Let me just fix this a little bit. There we go. You can reach out to me at I am Rev Melissa on Facebook and on Instagram. Send me a direct message and we'll spend some time and talk. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip. It's wonderful to be with you live today. We are live today, Shay from Colorado. Yes, we are. We are live on Instagram, on Facebook, on streaming on New Thought Media Network, on YouTube, and we were on X, but then I got a message from X, Linda, that you got to have a premium account now to stream through StreamYard on X. So I guess we won't be streaming on X. It's all good. So there are enough options to see Morning Sip. So thank you for choosing to be with me today live. So I hope all is well. I am feeling pretty good this morning. I got in a 5K before it got too hot outside. It was already hot when I got out there, but it's supposed to be close to 100 degrees today, and it feels over 100 degrees with the heat index. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate is the word for the day. So I hope all is well, Margaretta. It's good to see you. So last week, we were talking about Brighton. That was our series last week. Are you the brighter or the brighty? And the invitation is to be both. At some points, we are the brighter, like we are showing up as the light. We are like giving it, right? We are in the to give it out, right? And sometimes we are the bright tea, right? That we need to receive it. We need to receive the light. So it is a giving and it is a receiving. It is a brighter and it's a brightening. So that was last week's series. So I hope that resonated. I hope that that was percolating for you as you interacted with people over these last week. So, today I was thinking about the new series. What would be a good series after Brighton? Right? All that light and love and healing vibes. What would be a good follow-up series to Brighton? And then it came to me what it is. And and I had to sit, right? I had to sit with it for a minute because I was like, really? Is that where we're going after we do Brighton? And the response I got back was yes, because someone needs to hear this and know, and just know that they're not alone in these feelings sometimes. So, our follow up to Brighton is resentment. Our follow up to Brighton is resentment. Yes. So let me give you the definition. Resentment, a feeling of angry displeasure at something or someone regarded as a wrong insult or injury, bitterness, and aggrieved at. The origins of the word. Now, y'all know that I love the origins of words because the definition isn't enough, right? Definition of words change all the time. One day a word means this, 100 years later, the word means something else. So the origin of the word is constant. So this is the origin of the word resentment, and it's from a French word that means to feel. It's also from a Latin word that means to see and to perceive. So resentment, the vibration of resentment is to feel, to see, and to perceive. Now, what are you feeling? You're feeling resentment. What does that feel like? It could feel like displeasure. It could feel like bitterness. It could feel like anger, right? To see and to perceive. So, how are you perceiving the situation? How are you perceiving that which is stirring up, triggering, activating the feeling of resentment? So, the reason why I am sharing this is because I got in touch with this feeling for myself, the feeling of resentment, right? And I was recently sharing this with a friend of mine because we were talking about the Brighton series, and she wasn't quite getting it. She wasn't quite getting it. And so we was having this whole conversation about it. And she was saying that that's easy for me. That it's easy for me, Miss Joy. That's what she said. It's easy for you, Miss Joy, to be all bright and light, right? It's easy for you, right? To show up that way. And I was like, I I don't have any superpower about about the feeling of light, of joy. It's not a superpower, right? It is a state of being. It's a state of being. So that was one distinction that I wanted to make in my conversation with my girlfriend, that joy for me is not just a feeling, it is a state of consciousness, right? That is different from feeling resentment. It's different from feeling resentment. So one might say, well, Red Melissa, isn't resentment a state of consciousness? And I would say, no, that is not. That it is a feeling. It is a feeling. Now, your state of consciousness could be a victim consciousness, which is often married with feelings of resentment and bitterness and what they did to me and what had happened was, right? Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes you could find yourself in victim consciousness when you are feeling resentment. So, that was one distinction that I wanted to make here also, in case anyone was thinking the same as my girlfriend. And then secondly, I can I feel resentment. Like, I'm a human being, right? And resentment came up for me as I go through this whole experience with my Aunt Marion. Of course, it came up for me, right? It is a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And I have a pretty big family. My mother's on here right now. There's my mother, Eunice Gibson. We have a pretty big family, and over especially these last couple of months, with my aunt's health, being what it is, and now her being hospitalized, I have had my moments of feeling bitterness and resentment towards my family because it's a lot to hold. And at times, I felt like I was holding it alone. Like I was holding it alone. And I recently shared this with my cousin that sometimes I feel very much alone in this, even though we have a large family. And that's just how I feel. Now, resentment, we know the origins of resentment is to feel. That's how I feel at times, not all the time, but at times. And this is how I see it. This is my personal reality about it. This is how I perceive it. Now, the wonderful thing about the way that we see things and the way that we perceive things is that we can shift our perception. We can shift the way that we see things. We can see things from a higher perspective, right? But sometimes, I shouldn't say but, and it takes some time, some processing to get to that higher state of perception. It takes patience with myself to get to that higher state of consciousness and to perceive it from a different perspective, right? Because one of the things that I don't do, and when I coach people, I also tell them to feel your feelings. What I don't do is ignore my feelings, be them positive, so called positive, or so called negative. To me, they're just feelings. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. What are you feeling? Right? And so to jump from, I feel resentment to, oh, but all is well. Oh, everything is happening for me. Nothing's happening to me. To just jump there without allowing myself to feel what I'm feeling, without allowing myself to be true to myself and how I am feeling, to jump is what some may call a spiritual bypass. And spiritual bypasses are not good for us. They're not good for us because whatever we bypass, we will bypass by seeing it and feeling it and experience it again. You will pass by it again, right? So if I'm going to pass by it again, I want to pass by it knowing that I have done the necessary work within myself when I bypass it again to have a different experience. I don't want the resentment to grow, to take over me, right? I don't want to live from a place of bitterness. I live from a place of joy. That is my my state of consciousness that I practice being every day. And in that state of consciousness of joy, sometimes I felt felt resentment. Yes. All right. So let me pause right there and let me check in with y'all. All right, let's see. All right, Shay. Yeah, I'm keeping it real. I am keeping it real. I am keeping it real. So, Linda Shay, I had this experience recently when family members stayed at our house and were slobs, sloppy and inconsiderate. I felt resentment. Yes, 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 Brian. So we're not saying, like, I know Linda didn't build a whole nother house and live and build it with bricks of resentment. I know she didn't. She honored what she was feeling. She probably got pissed off that they did not respect her home, and She did her necessary inner work to move through it. But she allowed herself, she gave, and I'm making this assumption, Linda, but I believe that it to be true. And you could tell me if I'm off here, but you did some work within yourself. You sat with it, right? You allow yourself the space and the time to feel your feelings of resentment. And then we get to transform it. We get to be with ourselves from a place of loving kindness. We get to say, well, this is just the way it is right now. Will it be this way always? I don't know. But this is what it is right now. So it's necessary when we are in a place of resentment that we can gently and lovingly and supportively guide ourselves to a place of acceptance of what is. Remember, acceptance does not mean agreement. You can accept something for what it is and not agree. That's really important to understand. So we can move a, a, a good partner for resentment is acceptance of what is. So, would I love for someone in my family, would I love for us to have like this rotating schedule? So, Monday, I'm at the hospital. Tuesday, this person's at the hospital. Wednesday, another person's at the hospital, so on and so forth. Everyone has their day at the hospital with Aunt Marion. Would I love that? Yes, I would love that. But is that what it is? No, it is not. Will that be what it is? Maybe. I don't think so, but hey, maybe. So I have to accept. I get to accept that it is what it is right now. So in accepting that it is what it is right now, I could either have some patience or I can continue to build resentment. And I am choosing to have patience with myself and with others. So, this is what we're exploring this week. Can I see this from a different perspective? Honor my feeling, even if the feeling is resentment. I saw this Bible verse when I was digging around in resentment. There's a Bible verse from in Job, verse chapter 5, verse 2. Job 5:2. Resentment kills a fool, and envy slays the simple. So let's be clear, I ain't no fool. And neither are you, right? So there is an opportunity for us. So tomorrow, I'm going to share some of the warning signs that resentment may be building up within us. And we don't want to build upon resentment because it will have physical implications for us, stress and other implications for us. It will have emotional implications for us if we continue to let it build up. It will have mental implications for us if we allow it to build up. And it will have spiritual implications for us if we allow it to build up. So, what are some of the warning signs that we may be swimming in resentment? And there's my mother. I knew she was going to say something, Mommy. Mommy said, if I could, I would. I know, Mommy. I know if you could, you would. And that's enough, right? Just knowing that if you could, you would is enough for me. Is enough for me. So don't take anything personal. Let me just put that out there too. If any other family members are watching this, don't take this personal. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. So I'm keeping it real, y'all, because I think it's important for for all of us to recognize that we go through stuff. It's a part of life, and how we engage with ourselves is really important, and how we engage with each other as we go through stuff is really important as well. As families go through things that are very stressful, and as we go through things in any relationship that's stressful, how we are with ourselves, how we are responding to it is what's important, right? So, we're going to explore this week, our resentment series. All right, y'all. Let's get into some joy news. Let's get into some joy news. So, one joy news that I am just so excited to share. I had set a goal for myself this month to do my 5K. Every month I do at least one 5K. And so I had to talk to myself, y'all, but this morning I said, today is the day. Let's get out. Let's do it. So my joy news to kick off joy news is that I completed my 5K Brooks Challenge today and did 3.29 miles, so a little bit more than a 5K. And it is hot outside, but I got it done. So hydrate. Tomorrow is Wednesday. We have two wonderful things happening on Wednesdays. On Wednesday at 2 p.m., it is workout and a word. So you get to work out for 20 minutes with Fee King and me, and then you get an inspirational word at the end. So all in all, it's about 25, 30 minutes out of your day. That's no time. So come ready 2 p.m. to work out with Fee and me, and then stay for an inspirational word at the end. You can check that out on Fee King on Facebook. So just follow Fee King on Facebook, and all of the information is there. Also, tomorrow at 7 p.m., we do our community cafe, and wrong one. And the third Wednesday, we do self-care through community. So this is so important, especially those of us who are in the caregiving position right now. Talking to myself. So please come for some support. Please come for some care. Please come just to relax and have a moment for yourself with other people in community. So that is a part of Rockland CSL's offering to the community. It's open to everyone. It's free. On self-care days are free. Others, we ask for a love offering. So please join us at rocklandcsl.org. The Zoom link is there on our website. Look under events, community, and you'll find it. And yeah, so that's tomorrow. You got 2 o'clock and you got 7 o'clock. All right. So I hope you would join us. Sunday in praise. Sunday in praise. We also have 2 offerings on Sunday. So I'll stick with Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual director, senior minister. This Sunday, we are in person again. We are in person with the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Rockland County. We are doing a collaborative summer series with them. And our next one is this Sunday. My topic is a playful pause. So our theme for July at Rockland CSL is play. It is play. And so we get to play. And we're going to play with each other this Sunday in person. If you can't be with us in person, please join us on Zoom. And you can go to rocklandcsl.org for the Zoom link. Also on Sunday, there is the other sip, which is Sunday in Praise, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, right where you're watching me now. And I share an inspirational talk. So please join us on Sunday. All right. Oh, someone asked me, when's the next meditation with the moon? The next meditation with the moon is going to be this Friday. It almost got away from me, y'all. July 19th, 8:30 p.m. will be our next meditation with the full moon. The full moon is actually on the 21st, on Sunday. So we're going to do it on Friday. It's all good. Maybe I'll do a replay of it on Sunday for that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do a replay of it on Sunday for Sunday in Praise. So this Friday, July 19th, is our meditation with the full moon, which means there is no 10:30 sip on Friday. So join me 8:30 this Friday for meditation with the moon. All right. All right. Oh, and I have a note. Saturday is National Moon Day. July 20th is National Moon Day. Did you know there was a National Moon Day? I didn't. So National Moon Day commemorates the day man first walked on the moon in 1969. That was the Apollo lunar mission. I was a toddler. I was a toddler when all that happened. But apparently, Saturday is National Moon Day. So we'll have our meditation with the moon on Friday. Saturday's National Moon Day. And then Sunday, I'll probably do a replay of the meditation with the moon for Sunday in Praise. So that is all the information. I'll do one last checkout with y'all. Oh, thank you, Linda, for the congratulations. I take that's for my 5K. Felt good. Oh, there's my mama. It would be nice if the younger generation helped out. Yes, it would, mommy. It would be nice if the younger generation helped out more as well. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, we need to have a family meeting with the younger generation. Yes, yes, yes. There's Fee King at Fee King. So that is for our workout and a word. So Fee King, Facebook, workout and a word. All right, y'all. Let me wrap it up. I will see y'all tomorrow. We will continue our resentment series. We will continue. And so let me be clear. I would not be able, it would be challenging to do a series called resentment on resentment if I still felt resentment. Just so you know. All right, y'all. So I'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice, health and wealth. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.